Hello children, hope all of us are doing good. The topic that we will study today is adjectives. Think. Read the following sentences. Which words describe the nouns and pronouns? So the first sentence is Suman Arora is a decent person. अब इस सेंटेंस में आपका नाउन या प्रोनाउन क्या है और उसको कौन सा ऐसा वर्ड है जो उसको डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है, उसे अंडरलाइन करें. Let's do this. Underline the words in think section and frame sentences from any four of them. तो यहाँ पे जो आपने डिस्क्राइबिंग वर्ड्स को अंडरलाइन किया था, उनमें से कोई आप 4 वर्ड्स लें और उनको यूज करके अपने सेंटेंसेस बनाएं. Let's read. An adjective is a word that describes noun or pronoun. जो वर्ड्स किसी नाउन या प्रोनाउन को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं उन्हें एडजेक्टिव्स कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, रोहित शर्मा इज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग बैट्समैन. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट द काइंड्स ऑफ एडजेक्टिव्स. We have adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective and possessive adjective. So adjective of quality describes the quality of a person or a thing. किसी भी person या thing की जो quality को describe करे वो adjective of quality है. For example, Birbal was a witty person. यहाँ पे witty जो है ये adjective of quality है. Then adjective of quantity specifies the quantity of a thing. It is used with an uncountable noun. किसी uncountable noun की जो quantity बताता है वो adjective of quantity है. For example, I have only a few rupees left with me now. तो few जो है ये मेरा adjective of quantity है. Then adjective of number denotes number or serial order. It is used with a countable noun. So adjectives like fourth, tenth, etc. are known as ordinal adjectives. तो वो adjectives जो number या serial order बताते हैं वो मेरे adjective of number हैं. ये countable nouns के साथ use होते हैं. For example, I would suggest that 2 persons should share the load. She got 3rd position in the class. तो यहाँ पे 2 हमारा जो है adjective of number है और 3rd जो है ये हमारा ordinal adjective है. Demonstrative adjective is used to point out a person or a thing. किसी भी पर्सन या चीज़ को अगर आप पॉइंट आउट करते हैं तो आप डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव एडजेक्टिव यूज़ करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, दिस जेंटलमैन हैज़ डन सो मच फॉर आवर स्कूल. दैट लेडी हैज़ बीन सिलेक्टेड टू रिप्रेजेंट आवर डिस्ट्रिक्ट. दोज पर्सन्स कैन नॉट डू द जॉब. सो दिस, दैट, दोज ये मेरे डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव एडजेक्टिव्स हैं. देन इंटरोगेटिव एडजेक्टिव आस्क्स अ क्वेश्चन एंड इज यूज्ड बिफोर अ नाउन. जो एडजेक्टिव कोई क्वेश्चन पूछता है और नाउन से पहले यूज किया जाता है वो इंटरोगेटिव एडजेक्टिव है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हुज एसे हैज बीन सिलेक्टेड फॉर द प्राइज. यहाँ पे हुज इंटरोगेटिव एडजेक्टिव है. Possessive adjective shows possession or belonging. It answers to the question whose. अगर आप सेंटेंस में क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं whose तो उसका जो आंसर है वो आपका possessive adjective है. For example, your house is centrally located. तो यहाँ पे your जो है वो possessive adjective है. Now let us look at degrees of comparison. Adjectives of quality have changed in their form to show comparison. There are 3 degrees of comparison as mentioned below. तो हमारी 3 डिग्रीज होती हैं कंपैरिजन की. Positive degree of adjective describes quality of only one person or a thing. It therefore does not make any comparison. किसी एक ही इंसान या चीज़ की अगर आप कोई क्वालिटी बताते हैं तो वहाँ पे कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं होता. That is a positive degree. For example, Smita is a beautiful girl. Then comparative degree of adjective compares 2 persons or things. Word than is used after the adjective. यहाँ पे आप 2 लोगों या चीज़ों की adjectives को compare करते हैं. For example, Smita is more beautiful than Anjana. Then superlative degree of adjective compares more than 2 persons or things of the same class. एक ही क्लास के लोग या चीज़ें हों, 2 से ज़्यादा हों, उनके comparison में हम superlative degree use करते हैं. The is used before superlative degree of adjective. For example, Smita was declared as the most beautiful girl in the club. Now let us look at rules for the formation of degrees. So positive to comparative by adding ER, then positive to superlative by adding EST. For example, old becomes older and oldest. Then young becomes younger and youngest. Similarly, small becomes smaller, smallest. Tall becomes taller and tallest. Then when positive word ends with an E, positive to comparative by adding R, positive to superlative by adding ST. For example, large becomes larger, largest. Wise becomes wiser, wisest. Able, abler, ablest. Fine, finer, finest. When positive word ends with Y preceded by a consonant, positive to comparative, replace Y with IER. Positive to superlative, replace Y with IEST. So happy, happier, happiest. Wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. Easy, easier, easiest. For example, when positive word ends with a consonant preceded by a vowel, positive to comparative, 2 consonants plus ER. Positive to superlative, 2 consonants plus EST. For example, hot, hotter, hottest. Fat, fatter, fattest. Big, bigger, biggest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Now in some cases, more and most are to be used for conversion. So positive to comparative, more has to be used before the positive adjective. Positive to superlative, most has to be used before the positive adjective. For examples, courageous, more courageous, most courageous. Proper, more proper, most proper. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Then in a few cases, comparative and superlative degree adjectives are different from each other. For example, good, better, best. Much or many, more, most. Bad, worse, worst. Then after the comparative degree adjectives like junior, senior, inferior to is used. For example, Mr. Verma is junior to Mr. Sharma. The comparative degree adjectives elder or eldest are used for persons, while older or oldest are used for the persons as well as things. For example, Sunita is the name of my elder sister. Seema is my eldest sister. Ghanshyam is older than Ram Mohan. Methodist Senior Secondary School is the oldest school in our city. The comparative adjective farther is used for expressing distance, while further is used for expressing no more. For example, my school is farther from my house than yours. Don't make any further delay and reach there on time. Now, adjectives latter or last are used to denote the position. For example, latter half of the film was very much entertaining. I read the book till the last page. Then adjectives later or latest are used with reference to time. For example, I will talk to you later. Television channels give latest news. Then adjective nearest tells the distance, while next denotes position. For example, Kanpur is the nearest big city from Lucknow. I am standing next to the coffee shop. Then sometimes we can use the word of instead of than with comparative adjectives. For example, Sonam is definitely more intelligent of the two sisters. As a rule, double superlative are not to be used. For example, most prettiest, most brightest, these are incorrect. Then some intensifiers such as very, really, extremely, etc. can be used with the superlative adjectives to make them more emphatic, such as very, much and by far. For example, the last song of the program was declared as very best. Nishit was really the most impressive person in the party. Now let us look at conversion of noun to adjective. So absence becomes absent, not becomes naughty, beauty becomes beautiful, life, lifeless, center, central, meaning, meaningful, dependence, dependent, oil, oily, earth, earthen, peace, peaceful, fog, foggy, risk, risky. Now let us look at conversion of adjective to noun. Able becomes ability, insane becomes insanity, broad, breadth, loyal, loyalty, cruel, cruelty, modest, modesty, dry, dryness, national, nationality, enemy, enmity, possible, possibility. Then conversion of adjective to verb. Able becomes enable, less becomes lessen, broad, broaden, modern, modernize, central, centralize, pure, purify, deep, deepen, rich, enrich, fat, fatten, wide, widen. Then conversion of verb to adjective. Amaze becomes amazing, eat becomes eatable, arm, armed, equip, equipped, authorize, authorized, impress, impressive, classify, classified, like, likable, connect, connected, marry, married. Then conversion of adjective to adverb. Active becomes actively, hasty becomes hastily, bitter, bitterly, lucky, luckily, certain, certainly, magical, magically, delicate, delicately, ordinary, ordinarily. Let's write. Take the adjective in the given choice and name their kinds as well. So first one is Reema is an intelligent girl. So Reema intelligent girl. इसमें से adjective क्या है और उसका kind क्या है identify करें. Similarly बाकी sentences के लिए भी करें. Then fill in the blanks with proper degree of adjective from the given choices. So first one is Suhas is dash than his brother. Strong, stronger, strongest. इसमें से बेस्ट आपका आंसर क्या है यहाँ पे लिखें, बाकी सेंटेंसेस भी ऐसे ही करें. Let's enjoy this riddle. I am small, grey and dirty. I love to live in filthy dark places and give out squeaky sound. I am used with computers also. Tell my name. तो आप बताएं ये किस चीज़ के बारे में है. So I hope that this chapter is clear to all, and answering questions based on this chapter will now be easy.